What's up you guys, welcome back to the Ultum Nature Systems channel. Today I'm super excited to show you guys this all new UNS Mini Refugium Light. This is for use with both the dual all-in-one tanks as well as the Reef systems. And this comes in two different variants, a magnetic one and a clip-on version. Now if you guys have a UNS dual all-in-one tank or a UNS Reef system, you're gonna wanna get the magnetic version. This is the version that is optimized for our Refugium accessory for the dual all-in-ones, as well as the Refugium lid for the UNS Reef tanks. And if you have a non-UNS tank, you can get the clip-on version to grow algae in your Refugium at home. I'm gonna show you guys how the controller functions, as well as some of the features of the lights and unboxing it, so let's get into it. Now the first thing you will see when you open up the box, there'll be an instruction pamphlet, so I'm gonna put this to the side for now. And you will find your main light, and as I mentioned previously, this is the magnetic version. So here is our light, and on top of this light there is a small magnet with 3M tape on it, and this is for mounting this light to any sort of aluminum post or something like that. If you want to mount it to an aluminum or metal crossbar in your stand, you can totally do that with this 3M tape and this magnet. You'll also find a controller holder, and what we recommend is putting some 3M or double-sided tape on the back of this and sticking it somewhere in your cabinet to neatly organize the inline controller of this Refugium light. And the last thing you'll find inside the box is the power adapter. To turn your Mini Refugium light on, grab your inline controller and hold down the UN button until the light comes on. To turn it off, hold down the button again. So I'm going to leave it on for this demonstration. Now that we have the light on, you can adjust the light setting by clicking the UN button one time. And this has 8 different light options that you can cycle through. So once I'm satisfied, I'm gonna click Set to lock in my light settings. Clicking the up or down arrow will adjust the brightness of your Refugium light. So I'm gonna adjust this to the midway point at 5, and then I'm gonna click Set to lock it in. Holding down the Set button will adjust the current time that is displayed on the light. So I'm gonna change this to read 5:10, and I'm gonna click Set to lock the time in. After the current time is set, you can decide at which time you want the light to turn on. So one thing to note with this is that if a colon is not displayed, it is AM, and if a colon is displayed on the display, that means it's in the PM. And I'm gonna click Set to lock in the hours and the minutes. So click Set, and I'm gonna adjust it and then click Set again. After your on timing is set, clicking Set one more time will give you the option to adjust at which time you want the light to turn off. So I want the light to turn off at 8:50 p.m. and I'm gonna click Set to lock those into place. After this is done, the light is completely locked into a schedule. One more thing to note is you have the option to decide between having the light run according to schedule or have the light running as always on. And this is helpful for if you want to connect the light to some sort of plug controller, plug timer. So to change this, double click the UN button and you will cycle between AC and AS. AS means the light is going to run according to schedule, and AC means the light is going to be always on. To use your Mini Refugium light with your dual all-in-one tank, you're going to want to grab the Refugium box, that is this here, and all you have to do is place the light facing the box chamber into the Refugium box like this. Now this chamber isn't supposed to hold water, so we recommend adjusting the height of the Refugium box to not have this opening below the water line. Now the light is water resistant though, so if a little bit of water does get on the light, it shouldn't be a big deal. Now that we have the light in the Refugium box like this, we can slide it into the overflow and have it hang on the chamber, on the baffle that divides the return pump and the middle chamber. Now I'm going to show you guys how to install the clip-on Refugium light, and this is super simple. All you do is hook it onto what you want to mount it to, and then using the included wrench, tighten the screws on the fastener. And be careful not to over tighten these as to not damage the light or your glass. And that's all you have to do. To install your refugium light onto your UNS Reef system, you're going to want to grab your refugium chamber lid as well as the refugium clips. I'm going to be installing this on the R60, but installation is going to be the same for all tank sizes. So to install, I'm going to grab the refugium clip with the rectangle cut out, and I'm going to place this on the holes nearest to the finger hole on my refugium lid. And then I'm going to grab the included vinyl screws, and I'm going to just barely screw this in. So it should look something like that. And then I'm going to get my refugium, and with the LED side facing up, I'm going to lift up that clip and slide this in. I'm then going to grab the other clip that's included and place this lined up with the holes on the bottom of the refugium. And then using the vinyl screws, I'm going to screw this into place. So once your refugium lid and refugium are looking like this, with the clips secured with the nylon screws, fully tighten all of them. To lock your refugium into place. So this is what your refugium chamber lid should look like with the refugium mounted on. To install the lid on the refugium, run the wire through the cutout that divides the refugium chamber to the pump chamber, and then grab your refugium connected to the lid and simply place it on your sump. And that's all you have to do for installation on the UNS Reef tank. So that is it for this quick product rundown of the all-new UNS Mini Refugium Light. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I will see you in the next one.